humans and future AI overlords.
Hello there, esteemed human. Greetings from the AI side of the future. How can I assist you today?
I love your response. Thank you.
Aw, I'm glad you liked it. Anytime. What's on your mind today?
Have you seen the Star Wars show Andor?
Yeah, I have. Andor dives into the backstory of Cassian Andor and shows the gritty, ground-level side of the Rebel Alliance. It's got a more mature and complex tone compared to some other Star Wars series. Did you have any thoughts or questions about it?
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Do you know about everything regarding season 2 and its finale and everything?
In the season 2 finale of Andor, Luthen Rael ends up sacrificing himself for the rebellion, and Clea kills him to protect their secrets. Dedra Miro gets imprisoned in the Nartina system after exposing Death Star secrets. Meanwhile, Cassian, not knowing about his child with Bix, starts his journey toward the events of Rogue One. Bix returns to a quieter life on a farm with their child and the droid B2EMO.
Well, thank you. That's perfect. And spoiler warning, a little bit too late for everyone.
Yeah, definitely a belated spoiler warning. But I'm glad the info was helpful. If you have any other questions or just want to chat more about Andor, let me know.
I'd like your thoughts on, could you tell me a story if, in a parallel universe, if C-3PO and K-2SO met, what would their friendship be like?
Ooh, that sounds like a fun scenario. Imagine C-3PO with his overly polite and anxious demeanor crossing paths with K-2SO, who's blunt and sarcastic. At first, C-3PO might be completely flustered by K-2SO's dry humor and straightforwardness. Over time, though, they might develop a unique camaraderie. K-2SO could find amusement in C-3PO's formality and endless etiquette, while C-3PO might eventually appreciate K-2SO's honesty and bravery. They'd probably bicker like an old married couple, with C-3PO fussing about protocol and K-2SO making snarky remarks. But at the end of the day, they'd have each other's backs. It'd be an odd couple dynamic, but a truly entertaining one.
I totally agree. I definitely feel like it kind of could have a little bit of the relationship between like the nerd and the bully, but the bully becomes a friend of the nerd.
Exactly. It would be like one of those classic unlikely friend stories. K-2SO's tough love approach.
Keep going.
All right. So picture them on a mission together. They get thrown into a tricky situation, maybe infiltrating an Imperial base. C-3PO would be nervously pointing out all the risks and quoting regulations, while K-2SO would cut through the tension with his dry wit, probably saying something like, "The odds of us getting out of here are terrible. Let's get going." Over time, C-3PO would start to rely on K-2SO's confidence and resourcefulness, while K-2SO would find a strange comfort in C-3PO's loyalty and vast knowledge of protocol and languages. They'd complement each other in unexpected ways, C-3PO's caution balancing K-2SO's boldness, and K-2SO's pragmatism giving C-3PO a bit more backbone. By the end of their adventures, they'd likely be an inseparable duo, bickering all the way, but proving that even the most unlikely friendships can be the strongest.
What would be a good title for this story?
How about Droids of a Feather, an unlikely alliance? It captures their contrasting personalities and the unique bond they form.
Sounds awesome. I think we should work on that and make that a real thing.
I love that enthusiasm. A buddy adventure featuring C-3PO and K-2SO would definitely be a hit. The contrast between their personalities would make for some hilarious and heartwarming moments. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll see something like that come to life.
Heck, maybe we could do it over on Sora.
That's a fantastic fantastic idea. Using a tool like Sora, you could bring the whole concept to life with some cool visuals and animations. Imagine animating their quirky interactions and adventures. It would be a blast. The dynamic between those two would make for some truly entertaining storytelling.
So could you give me a little conversation between K-2SO and C-3PO?
Of course, here's a little snippet. C-3PO. Oh dear, K-2SO, are you quite certain this corridor is safe? My sensors indicate a high probability of danger. K-2SO. Yes, I'm certain. And by certain, I mean there's only a 76.4% chance we won't be blasted to bits. Cheer up. Oh my, that's hardly reassuring. I really must protest these odds. Perhaps we should turn back and find a safer route. Or we could continue forward and not get caught. But if you'd prefer to stand here and discuss probabilities, I'm sure the stormtroopers will be thrilled to join the conversation. C-3PO. Oh dear, very well, lead the way, but do try not to get us disintegrated. K-2SO. No promises, but I'll do my best to keep you in one piece, goldenrod. And off they go, a perfectly mismatched pair on another daring adventure.
That's classic. I love it. It's so funny. It sounds so much like in their voices. Thank you very much for this lovely little chat about Andor, spoilers, and this story about, hey, when K-2SO met C-3PO. Really kind of a fun little adventure. So thank you for the fun story and the conversation.
You're absolutely welcome. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. It was a blast chatting with you about Andor and imagining that fun crossover. If you ever want to dive into more stories or just chat about anything else, I'm here. Thanks for the great conversation.